Unlike the UK and the US, numerous European nations have enacted strict immigration policies aimed at protecting their national interests and maintaining economic stability. In this video, we'll delve into 15 European countries that have taken a firm stance against immigration. Let's kick things off with number 15, Bulgaria. Nestled in Southeast Europe, Bulgaria is celebrated for its rich cultural heritage and stunning natural landscapes, including its beautiful Black Sea coastline. With a population of around 6.8 million, Bulgaria has implemented rigorous immigration regulations. The nation has grappled with an influx of migrants, particularly from Syria and Afghanistan, as part of the broader European migrant crisis. In 2020, the immigrant population stood at about 990,000, roughly 1.3% of the total populace. But these numbers fluctuate due to evolving policies and EU agreements. To mitigate immigration, Bulgaria has constructed a border wall along its Turkish frontier to deter illegal crossings. The government has ramped up security measures, maintaining one of the lowest asylum acceptance rates within the EU. Political factions such as the Bulgarian National Movement, or VMRO, have vocally opposed mass immigration, advocating for even stricter border controls. Consequently, migrant flows have notably decreased, positioning Bulgaria among the more restrictive countries in Europe regarding immigration. At number 14 is Lithuania. This Baltic nation, home to approximately 2.8 million people, is known for its vibrant culture and burgeoning economy. Recently, Lithuania has seen an uptick in migrants, particularly from Belarus and Russia, due to its geographical role as an entry point to the EU. However, following the 2021 migrant crisis fueled by political tensions with Belarus, Lithuania has adopted stringent measures to curb immigration. By 2021, immigrants constituted about 6.2% of Lithuania's population, but recent policies have sharply decreased this figure. The government has enacted a controversial pushback policy, denying asylum to those attempting illegal border crossings. Additionally, Lithuania has fortified its borders and increased military presence to dissuade further migrant inflows. Political entities like the Homeland Union actively endorse these anti-immigration measures, framing them as vital for national security. Next, at number 13, we have Latvia, a picturesque Baltic nation with a population of around 1.8 million. Known for its lush forests and medieval architecture, Latvia is tightening its immigration policies yearly. Currently, immigrants represent about 11% of the population, predominantly from former Soviet states rather than the ongoing global migrant crisis. In recent years, Latvia has significantly reduced acceptance rates for migrants from the Middle East and Africa, citing national security concerns. By 2022, Latvia took a hardline approach by enacting laws that expedite the deportation of illegal immigrants and restrict asylum requests. The conservative Latvian National Alliance has spearheaded these anti-immigration policies, advocating for stricter border controls in light of the 2021 migrant crisis in Belarus. Latvia has implemented border barriers and enhanced surveillance, effectively managing the migration situation. Before we proceed, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We dedicate considerable effort to researching, scripting, editing and producing this content for you. Moving on to number 12, Slovakia. This Central European gem, celebrated for its breathtaking mountain ranges and cultural richness, has a population of about 5.4 million, with immigrants making up around 2.9%. Slovakia's immigrant population was relatively small back in 2015, but stringent immigration policies have led to a significant decline since then. In 2015, the country welcomed approximately 20,000 migrants, primarily from Ukraine and Romania, but that figure has plummeted by 2024. Key factors include Slovakia's introduction of stricter immigration laws aimed at limiting non-EU migrant inflows. The country has tightened admissions for asylum seekers and enhanced deportation policies. Slovakia has heavily invested in border security to deter illegal immigration, often collaborating with other Central European nations to oppose EU refugee quotas, preferring a more controlled approach. At number 11 is the Czech Republic, famed for its historic cities like Prague and its renowned beer culture. With a population of 10.7 million, around 6.4% of this figure consists of immigrants, a number carefully controlled since 2015. That year, the Czech Republic welcomed about 450,000 migrants, mainly from Ukraine, Slovakia and Vietnam. However, as immigration debates have intensified across Europe, the Czech government has ramped up its measures to limit immigration. The country has actively reduced the number of accepted immigrants, particularly from non-EU nations, implementing laws that complicate asylum seekers' ability to gain entry or residency. The government has also prioritised job opportunities for local citizens over migrants as part of a strategy to deter non-EU immigration. At number 10, we have Slovenia, located between Italy and Croatia. Known for its enchanting lakes and medieval architecture, Slovenia has a population of just over 2 million. Since 2015, Slovenia has increasingly hardened its immigration stance, especially after experiencing a surge of migrants from the Balkans and North Africa during the European refugee crisis. As of 2024, Slovenia has implemented stricter immigration laws, maintaining a stable immigrant population of about 12%. The government has collaborated with European agencies to secure its borders, particularly along its southern border with Croatia, and expedited the deportation process for undocumented migrants. Furthermore, Slovenia works with the EU's Frontex agency to bolster border security, making it nearly impossible for illegal immigrants to enter the country. Germany, the powerhouse of Europe, ranks at number 9. Known for its strong economy and cultural diversity, Germany's population exceeds 83 million, with immigrants making up approximately 12.5%. The country experienced significant migration from Eastern Europe, the Middle East and Africa, accepting over 1 million refugees during the 2015 migrant crisis, particularly from war-torn Syria. However, Germany has tightened its immigration policies since then, enhancing border security and asylum procedures. The focus has shifted to attracting skilled labour while introducing stricter deportation policies for rejected asylum seekers, resulting in over 20,000 deportations in the past year. Germany also collaborates with the EU to maintain controlled migration routes, particularly concerning regular migration from Africa and Asia. Next up at number 8 is Greece. As the cradle of democracy and home to stunning islands, Greece has a population of approximately 10.4 million, with around 9% being immigrants. Major waves of migration occurred between 2010 and 2015, primarily from Syria, Afghanistan and Pakistan, making Greece a frontline state during the European refugee crisis. In 2015, nearly 1 million refugees passed through Greece, straining the country's resources. Since then, Greece has implemented stricter immigration controls and collaborated with EU agencies to reduce illegal entries. Border controls along the Aegean Sea have tightened significantly, with the Greek government determined to deport those who fail to secure asylum status. Greece has also entered a controversial EU-Turkey deal to mitigate the flow of migrants, emphasising national security while actively participating in EU discussions on migration policies. If you think Greece has taken significant steps to curb immigration, the next country on our list will surprise you with its commitment to controlled migration and security. At number 7, we have Sweden, famous for its stunning landscapes and high quality of life. Sweden has a population of approximately 10.5 million, with immigrants now comprising over 20% of this demographic, particularly from Syria, Iraq and Somalia. In 2015, Sweden was one of Europe's most welcoming countries, granting asylum to over 160,000 refugees at the peak of the migrant crisis. However, the landscape has shifted dramatically since then, as Sweden has enacted much stricter immigration laws to decrease the number of asylum seekers and bolster internal security. Recently, the Swedish government has adopted a more selective immigration policy that prioritises skilled workers while limiting asylum applications. Deportations have surged, with over 5,000 individuals returned last year alone. This shift is driven by national security concerns and the strain on Sweden's welfare system, which has struggled to accommodate the growing migrant population. The rise of political movements like the Sweden Democrats has intensified calls for stronger border controls and more restrictive immigration policies. Furthermore, the government has expanded collaboration with other European nations to prevent illegal migration and enhance border security. At number 6 is France, a key player in European politics and culture, with a population of around 68 million. The immigrant population has recently risen to about 10%, predominantly from North African nations such as Algeria, Morocco and Tunisia, a reflection of its colonial history. Immigration has emerged as a contentious topic in France. In 2023, the government introduced reforms aimed at tightening asylum laws while promoting skilled immigration to fill gaps in crucial sectors like healthcare and construction. While asylum applications have been streamlined for quicker processing, this has coincided with stricter measures for those denied asylum, leading to a notable increase in deportations, particularly for individuals considered illegal or linked to security risks. France continues to face challenges integrating its immigrant population, with issues like unemployment and social tensions surfacing in certain regions. The nation's commitment to secularism, including bans on religious symbols like the hijab in public schools, has sparked debates on cultural assimilation versus religious freedom. In response to rising migration from Africa and the Middle East, France has also intensified border control efforts, collaborating with other EU countries to enhance surveillance and security. At number 5, we head to Denmark with a population of 5.8 million, recognized for its high standard of living and progressive social policies. Yet its immigration stance is notably strict, with immigrants making up about 10% of the population, mainly from Turkey, Syria and Iraq. Over the past decade, Denmark has implemented some of the toughest immigration policies in Europe. In 2022, the government passed a controversial law allowing asylum seekers to be sent to third countries like Rwanda while their applications are processed. A move aimed at deterring migrants from seeking asylum in Denmark. The government has also tightened permanent residency requirements, mandating language proficiency and employment as key criteria. Coming in at number 4, we head over to Austria. With a population of about 9 million, immigrants make up roughly 17% of Austria's residents, primarily from Turkey and the Balkans. After the 2015 refugee crisis, the government tightened asylum laws and bolstered border security, collaborating closely with neighbouring countries to manage migrant flows. Austria also emphasises integration, mandating language and civics courses for newcomers, while political pressure continues to mount for stricter immigration measures. At number 3, we find Italy. Home to around 60 million people, Italy's immigrant population accounts for about 10%. Historically a migration destination, Italy faced significant challenges during the 2015 crisis, when many refugees arrived by sea. Recently, under a right-wing government, Italy has implemented tougher immigration laws aimed at curbing illegal immigration and expediting deportations. Public sentiment is mixed, with recognition of the economic contributions of immigrants, but concerns about job competition and cultural integration also persist. Coming in at number 2 is Poland. Approximately 38 million people reside in Poland, which has welcomed a significant influx of Ukrainian and Belarusian migrants, particularly following the 2022 invasion of Ukraine. While the government has opened its doors to Ukrainian refugees, it remains cautious about accepting migrants from the Middle East and Africa. Current policies focus on strict border control and limiting asylum claims, while simultaneously offering residency permits to skilled workers from neighbouring countries. And at the top spot, we have Hungary. Under Prime Minister Viktor Orban, Hungary has adopted an aggressive stance on immigration. With around 9.6 million residents and fewer than 200,000 foreign-born individuals, the government has implemented strict measures, including a razor-wire fence along its southern border and laws criminalising assistance to undocumented migrants. Hungary consistently resists EU refugee resettlement programs, prioritizing national security and the preservation of its cultural identity, supported by a significant portion of the population. Thanks for joining us on this exploration of Europe's immigration policies. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth content on pressing global issues. Your support helps us continue to create valuable content for you. See you in the next video.